Hi, I'm Chêrénique with TensorWave, and I am hosting the Imagine AI podcast today. We are here at the Imagine AI Live inaugural event, day 2 of the conference. It's super exciting, and we're kicking off the day today with our first guest, Daniel. So please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Yes, good morning. I'm very excited to be here today. My name is Daniel Cohen-Dumani. I'm a technologist. I've been in technology as far as I can remember. And my focus is on digital transformation consulting. And I've been all in AI for at least a couple of years, but heavy on for the last 18 months for sure.
Great. So what first got you into AI or excited about it?
I've studied computer science a long time ago. I remember those days where we were talking about artificial intelligence and actually learning in college. And, you know, there was something there that got me excited, but the technology wasn't there. There was no infrastructure, no compute. But we've learned algorithm and all the things that I use today. And it's amazing to see it come to life, right? 30 years later. It's exciting. It's learning. It's about, seeing the future as well.
Yeah. So what does it look like for you when you go into a company and you consult, right?
Yeah.
And what does it look like to go in and offer your services and share with them what they need to do to improve on the digital side?
So when you think about digital transformation, it's about creating a future that is digital, right? And for a company, it's about optimizing the way they work. It's about providing better experience to their customer. And sometimes it's about changing the way they operate and rethinking their product and services and how they deliver those products and services. So when I meet with organization, we think a lot about what is the future, what are the pain points you have today we need to solve. And of course, now with AI, things are accelerating. So there's just tremendous amount of opportunity to help those organizations get better at what they do.
Yeah. And are they usually pretty receptive to the suggestions that you're making?
There's so much buzz right now that, most business leaders we talk to, they hear AI, and they're sort of panicking, right? They're here and they have a fear of missing out, right? They want to jump in and they say, I want to do AI. And the first thing we say is, okay, that's great, but what problems are you trying to solve? Well, what are the problems that's keeping you up at night? And how is AI going to help you? What intelligence do you want to instill in your business process where AI can help? So that's the first step, is really taking a step back and talking to them about what are the business problems and what's your strategy and your vision around your business. And let's see how we can bring digital transformation and, of course, artificial intelligence to that strategy and that vision.
Yeah. What has been your favorite application of AI, whether it's with the business side of things or personal, that you're able to use?
On the personal side, for me, it's all been about learning. I'm an avid learner. I like to learn new things. And, I find that AI, and specifically Gen AI, have allowed me to learn and grasp concepts 10, 15, 20 times faster than I was in the past. So,
Absolutely.
when you want to learn things, you can do it the old-fashioned way. You can listen to a video or go to a class and spend hours, or you can have it synthesized for you and ask questions about the things you don't understand, and you get your immediate personalized answers to what you need. So that's been dramatically impressive for me in the way of how fast can I learn.
Yeah.
For the business, there's just so many applications. I feel like for business leader, it's about getting answers to the questions they have, right? Without having to possibly wait for an answer. They can get it right there at their fingertips.
So on that theme then, what do you think are the potential drawbacks or downsides of AI and the way it's being implemented?
There's a lot of noise about AI. There's a fear. I think that businesses don't understand what AI is. So I spend a lot of time with those businesses about education.
Yeah.
What is artificial intelligence? What is machine learning? What is deep learning? How does it work, right? Because if you don't understand the basic concept, you can grasp the implication, right? And for those businesses, they think AI is cool, but they don't understand what it means for them.
Yes.
To give you just a simple example, if you're in the business of selling your time, right? You're a consultant, you're a lawyer, and all of a sudden you bring AI, it makes you 50 times more effective. What is it going to mean for your business model? hey, you're going to build 50% less hours,
Oof.
right? So this connection of what AI is, what it's going to mean for my business, and not only it's going to make me more effective, more productive, but it's going to change my model. And I'm going to have to think about that forward and think about it now. But, back to your questions, what are the fear? People don't understand that AI isn't perfect, right? And you have to twist it and tweak it to your needs. You have to understand the limitation, right? We all hear about hallucination, and
Yes.
hallucination is nothing else than the way those algorithms work, right? They're guessing the next sentence, right? They're guessing the next word. And sometimes the next word sounds really good, but it's wrong, right? So that happens, right? So they're saying, oh my God, it's hallucinating. I'm not going to use that. It's not perfect yet. Well, nothing is perfect, but you can
we're
make
not
it.
Perfect.
But a human is not perfect. You're absolutely right. Well, we make mistake, right? So an agent will make mistake too. We just have to understand and put the boundaries around that.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. So what do you see as the future for AI, or how do you see it progressing?
Well, one, it's going fast. We have to all fasten our seatbelt very quickly and get ready for the ride. So it's moving fast. I think anyone that's giving you guesses are probably wrong. I remember a quote from a researcher that says we tend to minimize the long-term impact, but exaggerate the short-term, right? So short-term, it looks the world is going to end. Long-term, we're not sure, but realistically, it's going to have profound impact to the businesses, to individual, to the society, to humanity, right? So we have to pay attention to that. I spend a lot of time thinking about AI safety, right? What does that mean, right? How can a business be safe using AI? And that's a challenge, right? Because we're not seeing government regulation coming fast enough, right? It's almost say, hey, this should have happened 2 years ago, and here we are, and nothing. The European Union just enacted an AI act, which start putting boundaries of what's good, safe, or not safe. But we have to be careful with that, right? So the future has to be measured in balancing safety and capabilities so that we can all benefit, right? And we have to think that AI has so many good applications. It can solve diseases. It can possibly solve climate change, right? It can solve so many things. But for 10 good things, you can find 100 bad things that can happen. So I think that we need to balance that and be careful.
Yeah, absolutely. So where did you come from to come to the conference this week, and how did you hear about it? What made you decide this is where you wanted to be right now?
So I came cross country. I heard about Imagine AI. I do believe probably in an ad or podcast I came across, and I said, you know what, that seems like a different conference, right? One is it's agnostic, right? It's not sponsored by big tech, which most conferences are, or underground sponsored by those big technology company. And I love the idea of this short, presentation, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, short snippet, which is great for me because I don't have the patience to sit for an hour and listen to someone.
Nobody does anymore.
Right. 15, 20 minutes is perfect. And it's all about networking, meeting folks like you and everybody here. So it's been very exciting.
Great. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your feedback. Is there anything you want to share, or can you let people know how to find you if they want to get in touch?
So you can find me on LinkedIn, D Cohen-Dumani. I'm also on X, Twitter. I speak a lot about AI. I try to post as much as I can. I was talking to you about possibly doing a podcast because I'm tired of writing, even if AI is helping me write 90% of my content. But you can find me on LinkedIn, Daniel Cohen-Dumani, D Cohen-Dumani. And, I look forward to the rest of the show today.
Wonderful.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah.